Welcome back, boys and girls. The artist of the week is going to be Cassett. And as you saw in the video, you learned a lot about her. You saw a lot of her paintings. One of the kind of artworks that she used to do was called Impressionism, and we're going to look at a little bit of Impressionism artwork, and then we're going to talk about your art project. Impressionism is a 19th century art movement characterized by relatively small, thin yet visible brush strokes. So a lot of it has to do with the way that they're painting, the way that you're able to see the brush stroke. Before that, most artists did not want you to see the brush stroke. They tried to make it look like a photograph. When they went to do your portrait, they made it nice and smooth so it would look realistic. Okay, so they were getting away from that. The times were changing and the camera was becoming available, and they were tired. They didn't want to compete with the camera. The camera can do it really quickly. It can do a portrait really quickly. So the artist had to get creative, and they had to discover a new way to entertain people in a way, and it was through the use of, you would see the brush strokes, and that's where Impressionism came from. Okay, so we're going to let's look at our first Impressionism painting here. This is by the artist Monet, and you can see that it is obviously somebody riding on a boat, and then there's some what looks like ships in the background. You can see the sun is setting, so you can see all the brush strokes. So this is a really characteristic of Impressionism is the brush strokes, that you can see them, and that's the main characteristic. Also, a lot of times it's about light also, so it's light and then also being able to see the brush strokes and the way light changes throughout the day. Here's the same artist, Monet, that he's painted some fruit and some leaves, and he's done it in a way that allows you to see not only the light that's hitting the fruit, but you can see the brush strokes. But what I want you to focus in on is portraits. This is a portrait, self-portrait of Van Gogh, who's another artist we'll probably be learning about soon. And you can see his brush strokes. And when he was painting these paintings, a lot of people did not like them, and they were like, he's a really bad painter, don't buy any of his artwork. So as you can see, things change. Now he's a very well-known, one of the most well-known artists of all time. So anyways, let's go to the next one here. This is another French artist, and you can see the brush strokes. What I want you guys to focus in on is a portrait. Yes, we're going to do a portrait again, a single portrait of maybe your brother or sister, maybe your mom, whoever's going to be available for you to draw. I want you to actually look at the person. I want you to do a sketch before you do your painting. Okay, if for some reason you don't have watercolors at home, I would like it to be in watercolors, but if you don't have watercolors, you can use coloring pencils. You're going to try to get some shadows. You can show the strokes with the coloring pencils just like you can with the paintbrush. Here's Mary Cassett. I believe this is a self-portrait of her. So you can see these brush strokes, how they're not smooth. You can see them all. In here, she did do a lot of detail in the face and on the body, but when she got down here, she just started making quicker decisions. And it's very, very nice the way she did that. That there's so much detail here, but there's less detail as you get away from the figure. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw a picture of somebody. I want you to try to use an impressionist style where we can see the brush strokes on your artwork. Okay? And most importantly, have fun, and thank you for watching.